Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol FTWS. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Done this analysis in the past, but before I go any further with this analysis, I just have to kind of say from a presentation standpoint, this is a very tricky chart to talk about because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are, let's just say, a day trader or flipper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought right there, or you bought right there, or who knows, maybe you bought right there, and you want it to sell within 20 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. Yeah, there was a pretty big pullback today. But from the big picture, the bulls still have plenty of opportunities to build higher bases, and as long as you have higher bases being built over time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to be talking about things from the big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably just had more of a day trader or flipper type perspective going into things. And the one level that I wanted to point out here as kind of a key level of support and a level where I'm not saying it's headed down here, but just to really illustrate my point, is down here at the 004 mark, which it technically already did bounce off of today at one point. So let's say the price actually goes back down there a couple more times and, does something like this, comes down there, and then begins to work its way back upwards. In that situation, emphasis on big picture. What do you have from the big picture point of view? Well, you have a set of lows here. You have this consolidation sets of lows here. You have these lows down here. If you picture each of these as stair steps, well, look at this. You have big picture stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And that's the name of the game. That's what an overall, truly strong stock is going to do. It's going to make progress forward. Again, I am well aware. If you are a day trader, flipper, and you bought right there, then yeah, you don't care about these overall stair steps. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that I would be making these comments from a grander scheme type perspective. So sure, today the price pulled back, but stop and think about that word, today, as in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, as we're doing here, you can see the bulls still have an opportunity to build that higher base. So yeah, that's definitely going to be priority number one going into next week. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.